A worker enters a storage tank to carry out a routine inspection. Everything appears normal. There is no smell, no smoke, and no visible danger. Just a few moments later, the worker collapses. His coworkers rush in to rescue him without proper equipment, and they too become victims. This is the silent danger of a confined space. Every year, confined space incidents result in multiple fatalities, often because would-be rescuers enter without proper planning or protection. Welcome to Hazard of the Week, where we explore one workplace hazard in every episode and learn how to recognize it, control it, and prevent workplace accidents. Today's hazard is confined space hazards in the oil and gas industry. What is a confined space? A confined space is an enclosed or partially enclosed area that is not designed for continuous occupancy and may contain hazards capable of causing serious injury or death. Examples in the oil and gas industry include storage tanks, pressure vessels, reactors, columns, pipelines, sewer systems, underground vaults, process vessels. Although these spaces are essential for operations, they can quickly become life-threatening if hazards are not identified and controlled. Why are confined spaces dangerous? Confined spaces can contain hazards that are difficult or impossible to detect without proper testing. Common hazards include oxygen-deficient atmospheres, oxygen-enriched atmospheres, toxic gases such as hydrogen sulfide, flammable vapors, limited ventilation, engulfment by liquids or solids, mechanical and electrical hazards, restricted entry and exit. Many of these hazards cannot be detected by human senses alone. That's why testing and planning are critical. Common causes of confined space incidents. Most confined space incidents occur because of preventable failures such as entering without a permit, failure to test the atmosphere, inadequate ventilation, poor isolation of hazardous energy, lack of continuous gas monitoring, absence of an attendant, inadequate rescue planning, insufficient training. These are not random events. They are failures in hazard control. Real workplace scenario. Let's look at a realistic scenario. During a refinery shutdown, maintenance personnel are assigned to inspect the inside of a storage tank. The supervisor assumes the tank has already been cleaned and declared safe. Without conducting atmospheric testing, a worker enters the tank. Within minutes, the worker loses consciousness because of oxygen deficiency. Seeing this, a coworker immediately enters the tank to help. He is also overcome by the hazardous atmosphere. The investigation reveals no atmospheric testing, no entry permit, no standby attendant, no rescue equipment. What began as routine maintenance became a multiple casualty incident. Every step that was skipped was designed to save lives. Warning signs you should never ignore. Before entering any confined space, check for warning signs such as missing entry permits, no atmospheric testing records, poor ventilation, damaged gas detectors, incomplete lockout/tagout, unidentified pipelines, missing rescue equipment, no trained attendant outside the space. If any of these warning signs exist, entry should never begin until the hazards are controlled. Controlling confined space hazards. Safe confined space entry begins long before anyone enters. First, identify whether the space is classified as a confined space. Isolate all hazardous energy sources using lockout/tagout. Drain, clean, and purge the vessel where required. Test the atmosphere for oxygen, flammable gases, and toxic substances before entry, and continue monitoring during the work. Provide adequate ventilation. Issue a confined space entry permit. Assign a trained attendant outside the space. Ensure emergency rescue equipment is immediately available. Every control works together to create a safe entry. Essential personal protective equipment. Depending on the risk assessment, workers entering confined spaces may require safety helmet, protective gloves, safety footwear, eye protection, flame-resistant clothing where applicable, respiratory protective equipment when required, full body harness connected to a retrieval system. Remember, PPE supports safe work, but it cannot replace proper hazard assessment and atmospheric testing. Emergency response. If an emergency occurs inside a confined space, do not rush in to perform an unplanned rescue. Many confined space fatalities involve rescuers who entered without protection. Instead, stop all work, raise the alarm. Call the emergency response team. Use non-entry rescue methods whenever possible. Only trained and properly equipped rescue personnel should enter the confined space. Planning the rescue before entry is just as important as planning the work itself. 5 safety tips. Before entering any confined space, remember these 5 essential safety rules. Never enter without an approved permit. Always test the atmosphere. Maintain continuous gas monitoring where required. Ensure a trained attendant remains outside. Confirm that a rescue plan is ready before entry begins. No task is worth risking your life. Weekly recap. Let's review today's learning. Confined spaces often hide invisible hazards. Always identify the hazards before entry. Follow the permit system. Test the atmosphere. Ventilate the space. Use appropriate PPE. Prepare for emergencies. Safe confined space work depends on planning, competence, and discipline. The greatest danger inside a confined space is often the hazard you cannot see. Knowledge, preparation, and following safe procedures save lives. Thank you for watching Hazard of the Week by the Safety Skill Development Foundation. If you found this episode valuable, like, share, and subscribe. Join us next week as we explore another workplace hazard and learn practical ways to build safer workplaces. Because at SSDF, safety is the first skill.